Hey, what's going on everyone, and Happy New Year! So just in case if you're new, every year I like to do a game collection tour where I just go through all the games I own and just talk about them. And you know, it kind of gives me a chance to talk about some games that I wouldn't normally talk about on the channel, since I am a Nintendo and Sonic YouTuber. So yeah, we're going to be looking through all of my games today, and we're just going to talk about them. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So we're going to start with PS2, as we always do. So yeah, let's just get right into it, man. First up, we got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I haven't played this one much, but apparently it's one of the best in the whole Pro Skater series. So I might have to come back to this one day, but I haven't played it in like maybe 10 years, but I have it, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Spider-Man for the PS2. This is an absolute classic of a game, from what I hear. Haven't played it much in, yeah, again, like 10 years, but heard it's great, so I might have to give this one another shot. A lot of these PS2 games I haven't really touched in a while, so yeah. Then we have one of my least favorite games I own, Sonic Heroes. I don't like this game at all, and it's not just because it's on PS2. I honestly haven't played the PS2 version much, but I've played other versions of the game as well, and I just don't like it. But I own the game, so that's cool. Then we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Honestly, I think this game is better than Sonic Heroes just because the guns are somewhat fun to play with, but this game is still pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend this game at all. Then we have Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I think this is a very good collection. Bunch of classic games. Even includes some Game Gear games in it, you know. It's a very good collection. I think this is one of the best Sonic collections out there, so yeah. Then we have Kingdom Hearts. I really love this game. I haven't played it on the PS2 yet, but I own the game, and I really want to play it on the PS2 one day. Fantastic game, though. Love this game. But I really like Kingdom Hearts 2 better. I think this is the much better game. Absolutely great story, great gameplay, fun combat, fantastic game, man. And the ending of the game is just magnificent. I feel like this is where Kingdom Hearts peaked, unfortunately, and all of the other games after it kind of weren't that great, but I still love this game a lot. Then we have Gran Turismo 3. I can't tell you the last time I played this game. All I know is that I have the game, so that's cool, but yeah, I don't know. It's a game that I own. Here's another game that I own. Wheel of Fortune. Don't know why I have this game. It's just, I don't know. Hey, might be fun though. Alright, now we're going to move on to the PS3 games. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Starting with an absolute fantastic game. Sonic 06. I'm just kidding. This game is not that good. Story's bad. The game runs like shit. The bugs are just terrible. This is a very bad game, especially on PS3. It's a little bit better on 360, but PS3 is the only console really I own that can play this game, and it's not that good, so yeah. But this is a great game, Sonic Unleashed. I love this game, one of my favorite Sonic games. Even though it doesn't run very well on PS3, it's still a fantastic game. But yeah, if you have a PS3 or 360 or Xbox to play this game, this is one of the best Sonic games if you ask me. So if you're a Sonic fan, I recommend this game a ton. Then we have Sonic Generations. This is another fantastic game. Really great game, actually. I don't think I like it as much as I used to. It's just a little too short, but the level design is really good. The gameplay is very fun, very fast. Classic Sonic is still pretty fun to play as. I think Modern Sonic is the better character, though. But yeah, still a great Sonic game. Definitely in my top 10, for sure. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. This isn't my favorite Sonic racing game, but it's definitely still pretty good. I just don't think it's better than like All-Stars Racing Transformed, but it is better than Team Sonic Racing, I'll give it that. Alright, we got Ratchet & Clank Future, A Crack in Time. I remember playing this game a while back. I thought it was pretty good. I'm only really familiar with like the newer Ratchet & Clank games, like when they rebooted it with the movie and all of that, but I might have to check out this game sometime, because I still heard it was really good. It's just been forever since I've touched it. Little Big Planet. I played this game a ton as a kid, but I don't really remember much of it. I remember, actually, I couldn't really get past the first level. Might have to revisit this one. I heard the latest Little Big Planet game, I think it was Little Big Planet 3, wasn't that good. But Little Big Planet 1 and 2 were really good, I heard, so might be something worth checking out. Alright, Persona 5. I got this game because I heard really good things about it, and I actually didn't play much of this version of the game. I played Royal on the PS4. I played that one for like 20 hours, but I played this version for like a good solid 3 hours. I still think this is a pretty decent game. I'm not really a fan of RPGs that much, so I didn't really find this one that fun, but I mean, it's cool. So if you're like a JRPG fan, this one may be for you. Alright, speaking of PS4 games, might as well move on to the PS4 games, starting with NASCAR Heat 2. Not a very big fan of racing games like this one, but this one was actually pretty fun. I played this with my cousins a lot, and, you know, pretty fun game. Can't really see myself going back to it ever, though. Alright, Madden 21. This is the only Madden game I've ever bought. My dad is actually a huge Madden fan. He buys this game pretty much every year. But this is the only one I bought because I played Madden 20 and I thought that one was pretty fun. And this one is pretty much the same game, so that was a disappointment. Alright, Persona 5 Royal. I had already talked about this game, but I played this for a solid 20 to 30 hours or so. And I don't know, man. I'm just not that big of a fan of it. It's just, the story is pretty good, but the gameplay is just not my thing. That's all. Team Sonic Racing. This is by far one of the most boring and lifeless Sonic racing games. There's just not much here. It's just your very generic Sonic racing game. It's just not that good. Star Wars Battlefront. I've actually never played this game, so I couldn't really tell you anything about it. This is like the reboot, though. This isn't the original Battlefront, as far as I know, but yeah, I haven't played this one ever. But I can tell you a thing or two about Star Wars Battlefront 2. I have played this game fully, even the extra campaign or whatever, and it's pretty fun. Very, very easy game. I haven't really touched any of the outside stuff outside of the campaign because I don't really want to give into all of that EA bullshit that they like to put in their games. But, you know, I played the campaign and it was pretty fun. So, yeah. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. This is really the collection that got me into the Kingdom Hearts series. It includes all of these games right here. I've really only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I tried playing the other games in this collection, but they just were not that fun. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are really the only good Kingdom Hearts games, if you ask me. And yeah, even Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't that good, if you ask me. I've only played around 3 hours or so of this game, and it was just so boring, man. I don't really like how floaty the combat is, and the little special moves are just, it's just like, it takes all of the skill you need out of this game, pretty much. Maybe I need to play more of it, but I don't know. I just didn't like this one. Alright, Spider-Man. So this is a great game. The Insomniac Spider-Mans are some of my favorite games of all time. Very fun game. Still a very fun game, even on PC and PlayStation. Fantastic, man. And I can say the same about Miles Morales as well. This is a shorter game, but still around 10 hours of playtime or so, and it was still a great game, very fun. I really like Miles's abilities that they added to the game. His electricity abilities or whatever are really fun to mess around with. Very good game. Batman Return to Arkham. This is a collection of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I couldn't really get into the Arkham games that much. They were just really slow for me. I might have to give them another shot, but yeah, I didn't really like these games too much. I've only tried Arkham Asylum, though. I heard Arkham City was much better, so I might have to try that one instead. The Last of Us Part 2. So, okay. I still think, despite what everybody says about this game, I still think this game is a masterpiece, okay? There's really only two sides to this game. You either love it or hate it, and I love it. I think this game is fantastic. Of course, the story's a little iffy, with half of the game being not as good as the first half, but it was still really fun, if you ask me, so I still really enjoyed this game. Alright, so now I guess is a good time to move on to the PS5 games, so let's just do that. I don't have that many PS5 games, but I still have a few here. Alright, Spider-Man 2, great game. This is up there with my game of the year. I don't think it's my game of the year, but still a fantastic game. Very fun being able to switch between the two Spider-Mans, and the symbiote suit is also really fun. Great game, man. Highly recommend. Sonic Frontiers. Okay, guys. I think this game is fantastic. I think it's really good. But that's probably just the Sonic fan bias. Looking at this game from an objective standpoint, it's kind of average. Solid 7 out of 10. But I still think it's a very fun game. The boss fights are amazing. You know, very fun game. The DLC was really good, too. It's just, I don't know, man. I think this is, for the Sonic series, good step in the right direction, really. And I know everybody's been saying that, but this isn't the open world Sonic that I want personally. I want like a fully open world game, and I feel like they're slowly inching towards that, so maybe we'll get that in the future. Alright, Sonic Superstars. When I first played this game, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty good, actually, but replaying it again, it's just kind of, It's definitely no Sonic Mania or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Still a very fun time. The multiplayer is absolutely garbage, though. Do not play the multiplayer in this game. Especially the co-op multiplayer. It's damn near unplayable at times. But still a very good game, I think. Not worth the full price, though. Definitely not. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Insomniac just makes great games, man. And this one is no exception. I really enjoyed this game. Very fun. It is better than the 2016 Ratchet & Clank, if you ask me. I just really love how they use the PS5's SSD capability on this one. You can, like, go through portals and shit. So much fun. And the combat is really good, too. It's just very... It's fun, but it's, like, very repetitive at times, is one criticism I'll give. But also, the world environments, or the level environments in this game are absolutely beautiful. This game really takes advantage of the PS5's hardware. So yeah, I really love this game. The Last of Us Part 1. Fantastic game, man. This is the remake of the game, and which really got me into the series. Oh man, this game is so good. I don't even know what to say. The story is great. The gameplay is, of course, not that good, but the story is what really carries this game, obviously. Very story-driven, and it's fantastic. Love this game. Alright, finally we got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, is like a remastered version of the first two games, I guess, and I played it for a solid 30 minutes. It's pretty okay. That's all I gotta say about it. Alright, so I think that's all of the PlayStation games out of the way. I guess we'll move on to some Nintendo stuff. Okay, well, before we do that, actually, I have 2 Sega Genesis games here. I still have the same 2 Genesis games from last year, guys, and the year before. Promise I'm gonna get Sonic 3 soon. Promise. Anyway. Sonic 1 and 2. Great games. Very fun playing these on original hardware, and... Oh, the monitors went off. It's tradition. It's tradition for the monitors to go off. If you've watched these game collection tours, every year the monitor gets turned off. It's just... That's what happens, man. But yeah, these games are still very fun. Very cool playing these on original hardware, too. But yeah, on to the Nintendo stuff. Okay, I almost forgot to include this in the video. We got Mario 64. Great game. One of my favorite games of all time. Very fun playing this on an N64. This is the only N64 game I own. I'm planning on getting more in the future, but this is a fantastic game. Alright, so now it's time to move on to, like, let's do DS, actually. Alright, let's do DS games. First up, Sonic Rush. Very good game. Fun platforming, fun gameplay. Story's kind of weak, but this is still one of the best 2D Sonic games, if you ask me, at least. Great game. But I do think that Sonic Rush Adventure is the better game. I know it's full of filler. It has basically the same gameplay as the first game, but just with a lot of fluff in it. But I still think it's really fun. I think it's much better. The world building is much better. The level environments are much cooler. Even though the gameplay is relatively the same, I think the whole aesthetic of this game is very good. Very underrated game. Alright, we got Sonic Classic Collection. This is a decent collection. I think the ports are a little buggy, obviously, but it has Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic 2 and Knuckles, so that's cool. Very good collection, though. Very play it safe. If you just need something to play these classic games, then this is definitely a valid option, but I don't know. It's not my first pick to play those games. Alright, we got Sonic Colors on the DS. I still think this game is pretty good. I don't like it as much as the Wii version, but the DS version of Sonic Colors is still pretty good. If you like the Sonic Rush games, then you'll probably like this one. New Super Mario Bros. DS. I still think this is one of the best 2D Mario games. Is it better than Wonder? I think so, actually. It's probably just like the personal bias going on there, but I think Wonder is still one of the best 2D Mario games, but we'll get into that later. But New Super Mario Bros. DS, fantastic. Super Mario 64 DS, I haven't touched this game in a while, but I don't know, it's a very obscure 3D Mario game. I still think it's pretty good, it's just, I don't know. I really can't see myself going back to this one ever. So, yeah, the controls are bad. It has more content than the original game, obviously with more playable characters, but the gameplay is not that fun, not nearly as good as the original game. Alright, we got Mario Kart DS. I see a lot of people say this is the best Mario Kart game, and I can see why, but I don't know. I just never really played this game a lot when I was a kid, but it's still a fun game. It's just, I think there are way better Mario Kart games out there. Alright, and then absolute classic, we got Team Umizoomi on the DS. I don't know why I have this game. I say this every time I make this video, but yeah, I have the game. maybe it's a hidden gem. Who knows? Maybe this is like a fantastic game that I'm sleeping on. Who knows? Might have to try it out someday. Alright, well, I guess now we should move on to the 3DS games. So let's do that. Pokemon X. I've never played this game. My friend gave it to me a while back, and yeah, never played it. Might be good. Alright, I got Pokemon Sun and Moon. These are really... Well, I played Pokemon Sun, but I have Moon too. But Pokemon Sun, this is really the only Pokemon game I've ever played fully, like all the way through start to finish. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's okay. I don't really like Pokemon that much, but this game was alright. Alright, Epic Mickey Power of Illusion. This is a fun 2D Epic Mickey game. Kind of goes back to the Sega Genesis roots. It's a very cool game. I think they could have taken a lot more advantage of the 3DS's hardware. This is still a pretty good game, though. Alright, Sonic Generations for the 3DS. Definitely not as good as the HD version. It's still pretty decent, though. I want to say it's good, but it's okay. It's just, there's a lot of problems with it. Alright, Sonic Lost World for the 3DS. This version of the game is terrible. I really do not like Sonic Lost World 3DS at all, really. I don't know why. It's just, it's always been one of those games, you know. Not very good at all. There's just too much gimmicks. The level design is pretty trash. The gameplay is, while the gameplay is the same as the Wii U version, it's just, no, not this game. Alright, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Definitely the only good game in the Sonic Boom trilogy. This was very good 2D platformer. It's a very underrated game. It was just very generic, really, but it's still a very fun game. That's all it is, really. Alright, and then we have Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. This is the other 3DS Sonic Boom game. This one is way worse than Fire and Ice. The level design is too expansive. Exploration is pretty much required, and the submarine missions were terrible. I don't even... very bad. It's not a very good game. Alright, Super Mario 3D Land. Very underrated game. I love this game, actually. Definitely better than, like, Mario Sunshine, if you ask me, but... fantastic game. I really love Super Mario 3D Land. A lot of people say it's really like a 2D Mario game, but in 3D, and that's true, but it's still a great game. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I think I might have to give this game another shot, because when I played it, I didn't find it too impressive. I think this is definitely the weakest of the new Super Mario Bros. Games. It's not very good, but maybe I'll have to give it another shot. Alright, Mario Kart 7. This is another game where it's like, this is definitely not the best Mario Kart game. Definitely not the worst Mario Kart game. Maybe. I actually don't know about that one, but I still think Mario Kart 7 is pretty fun. I have a lot of memories playing this game with friends way back in the day, back in like, what, 2013, I remember. Very good game. It's just, I don't know. I think Mario Kart 8 does what this game did, but much better, so can't really see myself going back to this game. Alright, Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. I think the Wii U version is much better, obviously, but this is still a very good game. It was cool having a handheld Smash Brothers game. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I haven't really played this one too much. Alright, Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. It's a good port. I really wish this game was on Switch instead of 3DS, but it's still a very good port of the game. Very good remaster, and the multiplayer is very fun as well. Alright, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I never really liked this game, man. Never was a fan of it. I really do not like the mission-based structure of it. It's just, I don't like it. It's not that good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so now, on to the Wii games? Yeah, let's go with some Wii games here. Let's do some Wii games. First up, new Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is still probably my favorite 2D Mario game. I still think it's better than Wonder, obviously, but like, I'm just saying, man, this is. I know this game like the back of my hand. I can tell you where everything in this game is. It's just that good. I played this game a ton as a kid. I still play it a ton now. Shoot, I think it's time for me to do another playthrough, honestly. It's been a minute, but this game is still very good. Love this game. Oh, Super Mario Galaxy. Probably my favorite game of all time. It's either this one or Super Mario Galaxy 2 that are my favorite games of all time. Great game. Level design is perfect. Gameplay is very good. It's just, there's really nothing wrong with this game, honestly. Except for, there's a few instances where they kind of screw you over with the motion controls, but for the most part, it's great. It's a great game. And I can really say the same about Super Mario Galaxy 2. I think this game has a better, like, aesthetic to it, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know how to describe it, but Mario Galaxy was more space themed, and this one is too, but this one is more like, I don't know, more bright. I don't really know how to describe it, but I really think this one is still a fantastic game. 10 out of 10 game. Great. It's awesome. Alright, Mario Super Sluggers. This is definitely my favorite Mario sports game. Really wish they'll make another Mario baseball game. Doesn't look like that's happening though. But hey, they revived Mario Strikers. I still think it's possible that Mario Sluggers could get a revival on Switch, maybe. Mario Kart Wii, still probably my favorite Mario Kart game. I don't know, Mario Kart 8 might be better, but Mario Kart Wii, fantastic game, very fun. Custom tracks are really good as well. Great game. And here's my favorite Mario Party game, Mario Party 8. Before you like hate me for saying that Mario Party 8 is the best Mario Party game, I haven't really played any of the other ones that much, but I played this one a ton as a kid, and it was a great game, very fun. Just don't like how after Mario Party 8 the games kind of went downhill, if you know what I mean. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This was the first in the series, and it was alright, you know. I still think there are games better than this one, but this version of the Olympic Games is still pretty good. 2008, the first one that happened, it was alright. Now, this Mario and Sonic at the 2010 Olympic Winter Games, this is probably my favorite one in the entire Mario and Sonic series. Very good game, very fun. The story mode is pretty good. I think the DS version story mode is better, but I don't own that version, but great game. Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Still a very good game. I still think Winter Games is better, but this is still fantastic. Probably my favorite of the Summer Olympic Games. I really like how it has a yellow box. It's very cool, I guess. Donkey Kong Country Returns. I never really got into the 2D Donkey Kong games, but I have played a ton of Tropical Freeze, which we'll talk about in a minute. But Donkey Kong Country Returns, still a very good game. Very challenging, though, and I don't really like the motion controls that much, but very good 2D platformer. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This is the first Smash Bros. Game I ever played, and I really enjoyed it. The story mode is really good. Obviously, the highlight of the game is the story mode, but I understand why people don't like this game as much compared to other Smash Brothers games, because the gameplay is just very weird. Sonic and the Secret Rings, very bad game. The controls are ass. The gameplay is just generally bad. I think the story is good and the music is good. The mission-based structure is also not very good. It's just they got everything right in this game except for the gameplay, which for a video game, that's kind of a necessity to get correct, and they didn't really do that with Secret Rings. Sonic and the Black Knight. This is a much better game. I think this game is worth revisiting for me. Haven't really played it in a while, but apparently it's good. I still don't like the motion controls that much. The gameplay is much better, but the movement is still the same. I think this is a much shorter game as well, only around a few hours or so, which is okay, but, you know, I think this game is worth revisiting. I haven't played it in a while. Alright, moving on. Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. Not as good as the HD version. In fact, I don't like this version that much at all. The controls are very weird. The level design is worse. Not that good. Don't really like that version that much. It's alright, though. Sonic Colors. This was, for the longest time, my favorite Sonic game, and it still is in my top 5 Sonic games. The Wii version is much better than the DS version. You can fight me, but I still like this game a lot. Very fun gameplay. The level design is iffy at times, but overall the game is still very fun. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Okay, the monitors went off again. You'll love to see it. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. This game is alright. I don't like the motion controls, but you can use a GameCube controller, so that's nice. It's okay. Not as good as the first Riders game. It's just kind of mid, I think. Controls are still okay. It's just there's not much skill involved compared to the first game. Alright, we got Wii Play. I also own Wii Sports somewhere. So I guess I'll go ahead and say my thoughts on Wii Sports as well. But Wii Play, very fun game. Very good minigame collection, and it came with a Wii remote too, so that's really cool. And Wii Sports is the best sports game I've ever played. I know, but I love Wii Sports. Wii Bowling is the best. Yeah, cool. I don't know where Wii Sports is. It was in like that small case, you know, so I don't know where that is, but It's somewhere. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. Apparently this game is not as good as the first game. I would like to own the first game someday on the Wii. But I don't. I'll have to get it someday though, but I haven't played this game in forever, but apparently people don't like this game as much as the first one. So, okay, that's fine. Alright, we got Tangled for the Wii. Don't know why I own this. Never played it. Again, same with Team Umizoomi though. Might be a great game. Who knows? Alright, Monster 4x4 World Circuit. Another game I've never played. This is a Ubisoft game. Very shovelware game. Probably not that good, but we got any Monster 4x4 fans watching this video, please let me know. Alright, SpongeBob, Plankton's Robotic Revenge. Okay, we're getting to very shovelware territory. I actually remember this game being very difficult. Maybe that's not the case nowadays because I'm older, but I remember playing this game as a kid and being like absolutely stuck on one of the boss fights. So, yeah, who knows? We got Soulsborne games, but SpongeBob right here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. I own every Skylanders game, and that's something I'm not very proud of, but this was a great game. I remember this was really the only Skylanders game I played for more than 5 minutes. I played this game for... shoot. I don't know if I've ever beat this game, but I remember playing it a ton. And I still think the Skylanders series of games is very cool in concept. It's just the Toys to Life thing is kind of scummy, but it was alright. Skylanders Giants, never played it, so I can't really say anything about it. Okay, well that's all the Wii games actually, so now we're moving on to the Wii U stuff, so that's exciting. Skylanders SWAT Force. I played this game for like 20 minutes, maybe more. Don't remember much of it at all though. Skylanders Trap Team. This game actually had a very cool mechanic, but I played the first level and then it said you need more traps or whatever to trap the characters, and that was no fun, so I stopped playing it. Alright, Skylanders Superchargers. This one was cool. It had Donkey Kong in it. I only played it for a solid 5 minutes. Don't remember the rest of it at all, but it had Donkey Kong in it, so that's cool. Final Skylanders game, Skylanders Imaginators. Never played this one as well, but apparently you got to create your own character or something, so that's pretty neat. Alright, then we have Pokken Tournament. I think this game is okay. It's very cool fighting game, very arcade style. It's just fun to pick Pikachu and mash the X button, but yeah, that's about it. Alright, New Super Mario Bros. U plus New Super Luigi U. I still think these two games are really good. I think U is just okay. It's pretty good, but it's just more of the same, honestly. But New Super Luigi U was very fun. Really liked that game. Alright, and then I have New Super Mario U and New Super Luigi U. I own these two games separately as well. Actually, I don't think I have the disc to the bundle. That's probably what it is, but I kept the case because it's like a misprint or something. But I own these two games separately as well, which is really cool because I really like the box art of Luigi U. So yeah, I own those two games separately as well. Alright, Mario Kart 8. Definitely one of the best Mario Kart games. I think Deluxe is much better, obviously, with all the DLC that game has, but still a very good game. Very fun game. Levels are very fun. Tracks are really good. The anti-gravity mechanic, or whatever it's called, is also really cool. It's just I wish the tracks in the Booster Course Pass actually use that mechanic more, but it's whatever. 3D World. Fantastic game. Definitely one of my favorite 3D Mario games. I think Bowser's Fury is really good as well. Of course, that's only on the Switch, but I own that game digitally, so I'm not going to be able to get a chance to talk about that game, so I'm just going to talk about it now. But Bowser's Fury is a great game. I think that's probably the blueprint for 3D Mario going forward, and I can't wait to see what they do with that. But 3D World, base game, still very fun with friends as well. Great game. Alright, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I really couldn't get into this game. I have this game on Switch as well. I just never really got into it. But who knows? Maybe it's a good game. It's just I don't really like how puzzle-oriented it is. But that's just me. That's just... If this game's your thing, then that's cool, man. I just don't like it. Yoshi's Woolly World. Definitely one of the best 2D platformers I've ever played. They really need to port this game. Don't know why they haven't ported this game yet. I don't care if Crafted World is the reason. Crafted World is bad. So they should port this game. Super Mario Maker. Honestly, guys, I'ma be real, even though Mario Maker 2 has more stuff, I think Mario Maker 1 just had a lot of charm to it. With the amiibo costumes and just all of that stuff, I think Mario Maker 1 is probably the better game. I really like the level editor better as well, because of course it utilized the gamepad and it was cool. Just sending your levels to the TV when you played them, it was just, that whole thing was just really cool. Mario Maker 2 is still a great game though, it's just this one is much better. Not, well, maybe not much better, but it's slightly better if you ask me. Mario and Sonic at the Sochi Winter Olympic Games. This is the most forgettable out of the series if you ask me. This was so forgettable that they didn't even have a 3DS version of the game. I don't know why, it's not that good. It's just very boring, very generic minigames. I don't even think this one had any dream events if I remember correctly. Not that good. Alright, Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. I'm not proud of how much money I spent on this game. This is a very rare game, and I bought it for a solid... I'm not even going to disclose that information, actually. But I just wanted to complete the collection, and this game is honestly very fun. I really enjoyed this game. I've only played it once, though, because why would I play this game more than once? I don't know, but I still really liked the game. Alright, Sonic Lost World. This game is so good, man. I don't care what any of you say. I love this game. It's very fun. The story's pretty bad, but this game is very fun. I'll defend this game for the rest of my life. Very fun game. Alright, now, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Pretty bad game. On the Wii U, terrible game. Unplayable, really. It's very bad, very boring. Frame rate's trash. Performance is garbage. Graphics terrible. However, I played this game recently on a Wii U emulator that runs the game at 1440p 60 FPS. And it was still pretty bad, but it was a solid 3.5 out of 10. It's just when you take the performance issues out of the equation, it isn't that bad. It's just very boring, really. But yeah. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. This is the best Sonic racing game. Well, if you don't include Riders, I still think Riders is the better game, but if you don't include Riders, this is the best Sonic racing game. Very fun game. I love the fan service in this game. Very good. Very good stuff. Alright. Splatoon. I played this game for a solid... I played it for like 5 hours or so. Only the multiplayer, though. I don't really like the campaign, but the multiplayer is pretty fun. It was a very good game to have on the Wii U. It's just... it was on the Wii U, man. Nobody played it. But this was one of the more popular Wii U games, at least. Alright. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. You know what? I still think this game is a lot of fun. Had a lot of memories playing this game with friends and my cousins and stuff, and, you know, I still think Ultimate is much better than this game, but I still think I have a lot of memories with this game, so for that, like it a lot. Alright, Nintendo Land. This was a game that I actually didn't own for the longest time because it came with a lot of Wii U's, and my Wii U didn't come with it. So I found this game at a retro game store for like $2 one day, and I was like, why not? You know, $2 for Nintendo Land is pretty good, so I bought it, and yeah. Alright, almost done with the Wii U games here. We have a couple more games here. We got Zelda Breath of the Wild. I wanted to own this game on Wii U because I just wanted to own it in a physical form, and I wasn't about to buy the game on Switch again, so I thought, you know what, why not get it on Wii U? Breath of the Wild, fantastic game, man. Even on Wii U, it's a great game. Absolutely fantastic game. Gameplay is fun. The world is very fun to explore. Shoot, man. Everything about this game is really good, literally. Except for the Divine Beasts. The Divine Beasts are pretty bad, but everything else about this game is great. Alright, Disney Infinity. Again, with the whole Toys to Life thing, this was a pretty decent game. I loved the playground mode as a kid, but I never bought any extra characters or anything for this game. It was just, you know what, it was alright. It was alright. Alright, Disney Infinity 2.0. Didn't touch this game once. I really can't tell you anything about it. Apparently had Marvel characters in it, though, which is cool, I guess. Alright, so next we got Lego Marvel Superheroes. Never played it, so I can't tell you anything about that one, but, well, maybe I did play it. I don't remember, it's been a while. Lego Movie video game. I do remember playing this one a little bit and getting stuck. I think the disc was like scratched or something, so I couldn't finish the game, but Lego Dimensions, got this for the Sonic DLC, and that was pretty fun, but never really touched the base game in any capacity. I mean, it was okay though. Alright, Minecraft Story Mode. I will forever defend Minecraft Story Mode. I still think it's a very fun game. I'll forever defend it. A lot of nostalgia for it. This is the complete adventure, so includes all the episodes. Very unfortunate how it's very difficult to play this game nowadays. You need to get like a very specific version of the game to play it, which is the complete adventure. So yeah. But I own it on Wii U, and I still think it's really good. So yeah. Alright, well that's all of the Wii U games. Now we have the Switch games. So, a while back when I started doing these yearly game collection videos, I like to show off my digital Switch games as well, because a lot of the games I did own on digital, but I'm not going to do that this year because I don't really own those games. I just kind of have licenses to play those games. Physical is the way to go, people. Listen, physical is the way to go. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into it. Switch games. 1-2 Switch. This was fun when I got my Switch. When I actually got an actual game to play on the Switch, though, I never went back to this one. God damn it. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I played the first 4 worlds of this game, and I kind of got bored of it. Hot take, guys. I think the new Super Mario Brothers games are better. I said it. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I heard Gen 4 was like some of the best Pokemon games, so I got the remake of one of the games, and very boring. Played like 15 minutes of it, maybe. I don't know, man. I just don't like Pokemon, maybe. I really don't like Pokemon. Zelda Skyward Sword HD. I really thought I would like this game. I played 2 hours of it, and I guess I'm just not that big of a fan of traditional Zelda. I like the open world stuff like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But, you know what? I didn't really like this one. Sorry. Mario Party Superstars. This is definitely the better of the 2 Mario Party games on Switch, just because this one actually has a soul. But this was fun playing with friends. It's just with Mario Party on the Switch especially, it's just playing it for long periods of time will get very old very quickly. But this game is very fun to play for like a round or 2 with friends, and yeah, that's it. Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. I think this is probably the last Mario and Sonic game they're ever going to do. They definitely stopped doing the winter games back in 2018, but they haven't even made a 2024 summer games yet, and I think this is the last one. And this one was not that good anyway, so maybe that's a good thing. Mario Strikers Battle League. This was very fun playing with friends. Me and my buds actually finished the game one night, and it was very fun. It got very chaotic at times. Very fun game, actually, with friends, but playing it solo, I don't know. And I could say the same about Mario Golf Super Rush. This was also a very fun game playing with friends, but by yourself is not that good, honestly. It's pretty boring. The story mode's pretty boring. Sonic Colors Ultimate. This is a decent remaster nowadays, but I still think the original version on the Wii is better. This one has new content, though, which is cool, I guess. Metroid Prime Remastered. Haven't gotten a chance to play this game yet, but I've always wanted to get into the Metroid Prime series of games, and I thought, you know what? Heard this remaster was, like, amazing. Very good remaster for the Switch, so I thought, you know what? Why not pick it up? And I'm going to play it soon. I'm in the middle of playing other games right now, so I'm going to wait till I finish with those. And one of those games is, where is it? Super Mario RPG. I started playing this game. I got it for Christmas, actually, and I started playing it. I really like it, actually. I thought I wasn't going to like it because it was an RPG and I'm not a fan of RPGs, but I'm actually really enjoying this one so far. Hopefully it stays that way. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, definitely up there with one of the contenders for Game of the Year with me. This was a fantastic game, very fun game. The levels were all very unique from one another. I don't even know what to say. Very fantastic game. It was when I finished this game, I was very sad because it was one of the best games I've played in a hot minute. So, yeah. Same with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Masterpiece, man. Absolute masterpiece of a game. Definitely my game of the year. 10 out of 10 game. Better than Breath of the Wild, if you ask me. They made the Breath of the Wild world bigger, basically. They expanded it to the sky and to the depths. Fantastic, man. I think this game is amazing. Alright, Nintendo Switch Sports. This was disappointing, to say the least. I thought that they were reviving the whole Wii Sports thing, and no, this was not good. They even got rid of the Miis. Like, how can you get rid of the Miis, man? Unfortunate. Yoshi's Crafted World. It's bad. I'm sorry. It's not fun. They decided to make this game instead of porting Woolly World, and that was one of the worst decisions they could ever make. Woolly World is such a better game than this. Disappointing. Last game in my collection, Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. Again, with the whole Minecraft Story Mode thing, I still think these games are really fun. It's just, they're definitely not for everybody, but I don't know. Still have a lot of nostalgia with them. But yeah, guys, that is my entire video game collection as of now. But yeah, there's another year, another game collection tour. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everybody had a fantastic holiday. But yeah, that's going to end this one for me, guys. I'll see you next year. We're going to do another one, obviously, next year. Hopefully I have a lot more games by then. I haven't really been collecting games that much lately because I've been, spending money on other things. But I think I'm going to start trying to collect some games again. But yeah, that's going to end off this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.